12 years in that division, and they're out.
Right lads, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again for SEADOGS Can Fly. We've got loads to get through today. We've got two games, both big for the promotion battle against Warrington and Gainsborough. We also want to look through a couple of issues I might be having, two new signings and a hell of a lot of games in the schedule. Before we crack on with all that, please do subscribe, hit the bell and like this video if you've enjoyed it. And there's loads of content on the channel, so make sure you go check it all out. Right, let's not dilly-dally around because there's loads to get through. Like I say, I started on this screen for a reason, and you may be thinking, why have you got it in a random order? Look at these contract expiry dates. This is a massive problem I haven't even realised. I wasn't looking when I was signing players to what the expiry date was going to be on the new deals. So even the likes of, for instance, where has he gone? My star left winger Tyler Hamilton, his contract's up at the end of the season. That is a mare because he's on 400 quid a week. I'm already way over my budget and he wants more money, so I can't give him a new contract. Long story short, I've been trying to address this by very slowly weaning in other players on very small deals. The first one was Junior Ngaze for right back. He looks like a decent prospect. Only on 120 quid per week, that's the base amount I can offer, and thankfully he's one of the very few who would actually accept it. And if we jump into here quickly, we should be able to compare him to Hegarty. Yeah, so like you can see, he's pretty much a similar player but more rounded than Hegarty is. The other signing I got was Dorian Samba. He hasn't really played any games yet, just come off the bench and had one start. But again, 120 quid, the most I could offer. But he looks rather tasty, doesn't he? 16 determination, good flair, he can pass. He's got good-ish physicals, really good first touch. I just like his all-round game, the fact that he works hard and he's quite an aggressive winger as well. And yet again, if we compare him with my star man Hamilton, Tyler Hamilton, there you go. He's a good player. He's not as fast, but every other facet of his game, he is stronger. So quite happy with that signing. So despite my incompetence with the contracts, I'm not doing too bad of a job if you look at the results. We came up against SC United in the last live game, which we won 4-1. We've picked up since then, with wins against Stalybridge, who were just below us in the league, absolutely dominated them. Jack Johnson, complete leg end, he's not even third choice centre back, yet he scored 2 goals filling in for injured players. If you look at the match stats, we got 6 half chances and 1 clear-cut chance. They only had 2 shots on target, so really good result there. MK Dons only brought 6,000 at home in the FA Cup, so we didn't gain much money there and we went out. Brigglesworth were thrashed 5-0, that was in the FA Trophy, before South Shield were thrashed 6-1. All 6 goals from different scorers, dominated in the air as they all came from set pieces. And we definitely deserved it with 3 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances, 11 shots on target. South Shield's only managed again 2 shots on target. These big games away from home, we were bossing them. And we carried on the run against Oxford City, only drawing, but that was in the FA Trophy. And Oxford City are in the National League South, so very good performance there. And Gaze actually made his debut, and he assisted Tint for the equaliser. We then beat them easily 5-2 at home to progress, before beating Matlock, and then beating Stafford Rangers 4-1. Lewis McNall got 2 goals there, and the significance of that is right here. If you have a look at his form, how many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 18 games without a goal before that one. So a little bit worrying there, but he isn't first choice anymore. So we do have other people scoring. We came up against Buxton next, which we won 2-1. The most bizarre goal at the start. Yeah, I've not really seen that one before. And then Hamilton scored a great goal and Tint got the winner. there was actually only 14 fans came from Buxton. We then beat Pontefract, made hard work of it, but it was a weakened team as we won 1-0 in the Integro League Cup. And then we had Yeovil. Very big game here. First proper round, should I say, of the FA Trophy. And these guys sit second in the National League. And yet, we managed a 0-0 draw at home, despite them playing a diamond formation, and came up away from home thinking, we've got no chance here, it'll be game, set and match, and it was a complete corker. I think Yeovil scored in the 66th minute through Hutton, before Glyn came off the bench to equalise. I was celebrating in my head, and then Ngazi got sent off in the 89th minute before Yonsian scored in injury time to send us through 2-1 away victors. That takes us through to second round. Massive victory there. And that brings us to today's fixtures, which is against Gainsborough and Warrington. So let's jump in with the first game. Okay guys, first live com of the episode. Away from home to Gainsborough Trinity, we are 6-4 favourites to win. Gainsborough are 6th in the table and they're about 11 points behind us. Stalybridge are breathing down our necks despite us having a game in hand. We're going to go with a 4-1-3-2 purely for the reason that it has worked well away from home, and I'm hoping it'll do the same again. Yonsian is going to be up front with his speed, and Tint is going to be joining him likewise with his finishing as well and his flair. I haven't really got any of the other new boys in the team, other than Farina maybe, who plays DMC, and Gaza is suspended after a disgusting tackle, and Akuma's out as well, suspended. That's due to too many yellow cards. Enough of the team news. You're not going to get to see my new left winger either, because he twisted his knee unfortunately, so he's almost back, but he's not quite recovered. Bacon is their top goal scorer. He's alright, but we shouldn't have too many problems there, hopefully. You know what will happen now I've gone and said that. He'll come up and have a complete blinder, won't he? Because that's what FM does. Quickly get the guys riled up for the game, and off we go. So we haven't had a highlight, and we're pushing on to the 15th minute. Here come Gainsborough. James on the ball. Switches it out to the left to Walker. Walker, Hegarty has given away a penalty in the first 15 minutes. It's not what you want to see, is it? Adebayo Smith tucks it away. We're 1-0 down. Oh dear. Why Hegarty? Why did he need to do that? He was all the way out on the side. He wasn't going to harm anyone over there. Not an awful lot happening for us, unfortunately, so far. Like I say, we are missing 1 or 2 players, but it's not a good enough excuse. As Johnson throws it in to Yonsian. Moving forward, Yonsian. And looks like we've won a penalty. Mohammed brings down Yonsian, and it's Jack Johnson, the centre-back. Why are you taking penalties? That's why, because he's scoring. I'm not sure why we have Jack Johnson on penalty duty, but we will take that. You'd have thought my 4th choice centre-back would definitely not be on penalties, but there you go. Farina picks up the ball as we've got another highlight. Hegarty, the right back. To Dawson, the playmaker. Yonsian loses out, and no counter, thankfully. Ascenso. See, we're playing that ball so often with this system. That's the one frustrating. Oh, we're in. Yonsian. Oh, it's in. Goal. 2-1. Yonsian. Not quite sure what happened there, but the pressing forwards have certainly done their job, putting the opposition under pressure. So Green tried. See, pressing again. That's why. All 3 of them were pressing. That's where the goal came from. So I'm happy with that. And I've completely forgotten what I was complaining about. That was it. The crossfield ball. We keep hitting these balls forward when there's absolutely no hope that they're actually going to do anything. Need to cut that crap out. Well, 2-1, despite going 1-0 down in first half, so I'm pretty pleased with that. But they do keep getting little niggly chances. They've had a clear-cut chance, they've had a half chance, and this could be another one. Oh my days, how did he not score there? Off the bar and back into the keeper's hands. Somebody was watching over us there. Gainsborough again. Best. To Mohammed. Mohammed to Bacon. Bacon. Oh my God, what are these names? And it's 2-2. 2-2. They've equalised. Nicky Walker. That's a little bit more of a standard name, isn't it? What have we got? Mohammed, Bacon. And who was the other one? There was another one with a weird name as well. Probably show it in a minute. Mohammed, Bacon. No, I'm talking rubbish. Just Mohammed and Bacon. Clock is ticking down as Gainsborough get dispossessed. Dawson, really good tackle there. And Farina to Hegarty, the right back. What's he going to do? Not a lot. Hamilton to Coulson, Coulson, Yonsian, and it's just going everywhere. Absolute mayhem. Hamilton with the ball again, gets dispossessed again. These just feel like pointless highlights unless it's going to end in something. Coulson. Ooh, nearly. Went for the top corner, Michael Coulson. Couldn't pick it out though. Well, I do feel like we've been the better team, but they do just keep getting these chances. It's like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Where was the defence there? Seriously. How have they scored that? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Can't do anything about that. Scullion. Ball in. Hamilton. Yonsian. Is it offside? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You bastard. Fucking referee. Excuse my French. I'm getting annoyed. That's annoying. Oh well. Looks like we're going to be losing our first game for quite some time. As the clock ticks down, we're going to be going into the next game off the back of a loss. Stalybridge, despite us having a game in hand, have gone above us. So we've lost top spot now. And remember, the important thing is, it's only top spot that gets automatic promotion. Right, rather than you watch me continue, we're going to flick straight to the next game against Warrington. Right, boys, the second live com of the episode. We're up against Warrington, away from home. We are 6-4 favourites again, but the form is looking a little bit inconsistent, and theirs is looking excellent. So this could be a very tough game. Warrington stand in 6th position. We're now below Stalybridge by a point. And this is the system we're going to go with, the flat 4-4-2. I've seen enough of that defensive midfielder. I'm also thinking if I can get Samba out on the left wing instead of Hamilton, and move Hamilton over to his preferred position on the right wing, we may get a little bit of joy there. Coulson's coming back in up front, the main man. And yeah, the one making May is going to be Tint. Coates is coming in for Johnson at centre-back, purely because Johnson was awful. Unfortunately, Akuma Matata, I wasn't going to miss it this time. Akuma is out on suspension still. It's a 2-match suspension he had. So that's rather frustrating. After that loss in the game against Gainsborough, I'm a little bit pessimistic, shall we say, about this. The form has dipped slightly of late, and we've had a lot of games to contend with, so injuries and suspensions have been a bit of an issue. And that is not the start you want to see. 1-0 down in the first 2 minutes. Oh dear. Well, we've created absolutely nothing. This is probably the first highlight I think we've had. And it's in. Yes, it is. Michael Coulson. What a man. That boy is brilliant. 15th goal of the season. Came from the long throw and just looped it over the keeper's head. 1-1. Game on. We've got a throw in. Scullion. To Coulson. Michael Coulson. What can he do? Passes to Yonsian. Back to Dawson. Dawson dribbling forward. The deep line playmaker. He's got passes to pick out. Hamilton's on it. And Yonsian scores. Bottom corner. Get in. Get in there. 8th goal of the season for Yonsian on loan from Salford City. And Tyler Hamilton, I don't know how many assists he's got for the season, but he's been scoring a boatload. Let's have a quick look. 11 goals, 5 assists, so that'll be 6 assists for the season. He has been brilliant for us. Warrington, moving the ball forward, well picked up by Dawson. Centre-back Coates was on it there, but this is just ping-pong right now. Farina, through the middle to Yonsian, who scores? Boom, get in there, 3-1. Delighted with that. as you can tell, a little bit pessimistic about the game, hence the overexcitement at a pretty simple goal. We've had one clear-cut chance and 2 half chances, so we've been the better team, as it looks like Warrington have pulled their way back into the game. Now, the other thing of note with Samba, he looks like a really great prospect, a good player, but he is not trained to play ML, he's trained to play AML, so he may take a little while before he picks up the system. So I shouldn't judge him too soon on this performance. Long throw in. Warrington could launch a counter here. I don't know what we're doing defensively, other than standing around like statues. Carden, good save by the keeper. We may be making a tactical change soon, because I feel like they may be getting back into the game here. Good long throw though. Oh, Coulson. Good effort. That's another half chance added to the list. Dawson from the corner. Takes it short to Farina. And that was an awful pass. We're having quite a bit of the ball and possession, but we're not doing an awful lot with it, in all honesty. I'm going to have Samba off for Brooksby. Brooksby's done quite well when he's been brought out on that left wing. And I think we'll also have Coulson off for Tint. I'm sorry, Michael. And in central midfield, we'll have Dawson out for Watson. Edging into the last 20 minutes. Great goal. Scullion with the corner to Ascenso, who nods the ball home. That's what you like to see. Brilliant. I think these half chances, a lot of them are coming from set pieces as well, because we're up to 4 now. So another throw in. And Gaze again. I'm going to have to check his long throw ability in a minute. And Gaze picks it up. Good ball in. Tint has scored. Rebounded off the Warrington player. Came back out. And he tucks it away at the second time of asking. Great performance. 5-2 away from home against Warrington, who are on a really good run of form as well. So can't complain with that at all. Yeah, see, the lads are playing really well. Yonsian's got a 9.4 rating. Scullion 8.3. And Tint straight into a 7.4 off the bench. So good performance all round. As Watson brings the ball forward and works it out to Brooksby. Back to Scullion. Watson again. They're moving it around well, but they're not doing much with it. Come on. And Gaze, Hamilton, Yonsian. And he takes on his man. What a goal that is. Absolutely brilliant. Out of the top drawer. It's a shame this kid's on loan, because he's done pretty well today. Hamilton worked it to Yonsian, who dribbles pretty much through the defender, but that is a right finish. Calmly slotted into the bottom left corner. Only 4 minutes remaining as Watson gets the ball. Worked it back to Brooksby. Watson again. He's playing a deep line playmaker role now. He's not got the greatest passing, as you can tell. Watson again. Farina. Moves it to Hamilton. Back through the middle. Hamilton. Yonsian. Hamilton. Whoa! 7-2. Now that is... I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I don't think we've won 7-2 this season yet. Nicely worked there. 6s and 7s. Warrington didn't know how to handle it. And Hamilton gets yet another goal. It's 2 assists in this game and a goal for him. That's really good going. So Yonsian got his hat-trick. Coulson, Ascenso, Tint and Hamilton on the score sheet. 4 clear-cut chances, 5 half chances. Brilliant. South Shields are still keeping up with us. Stalybridge are still above us. But that gives me a little bit more hope going into the coming games. And we've got a bit of fixture congestion coming up. So that fixture congestion I was talking about is start of January and end of January. Just down there. The Hyde, Lancaster, Whitton game are quite close together, as are the Basford, Clitheroe and Whitby. It's due to the cup games basically. And before I send you on your merry way, I want just to see where the goals have come from. Coulson has been absolutely brilliant for us. Hamilton, like we said, he scored 12 and got 7 assists now. So he's really performed well for us. I'd highly recommend him for anyone who's starting out, even in the National League North and South. Florian Yonsian, on loan from Salford City, has scored 10. And to be honest, he's only started 11 games because he came in quite late for us on loan. Tint has done well with 5 goals. We then have McNall, who's kind of crawled over the line, followed nicely by Jack Johnson, who was a bit of a surprise candidate from defence. Chris Dawson's dried up a little bit. I think I'm going to start looking at my deep line playmaker role and see if we need another player there possibly, because long term I just don't see him cutting the mustard. And that's about it really. They're all the key performers. Hopefully the new chappie, Dorian Samba, can join them all very soon. Right guys, I'm going to sign off at that. Please do remember to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of new episodes, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode as well. It does help the channel, I'd much appreciate it. And get in the comments, get in the chat. I'd love to make this an interactive series. The next episode will be out, what's today? Today's Sunday, so most likely on Tuesday I think. We'll probably be fast forwarding a good month and a half at least, because I want to get this first season done and dusted, and fingers crossed, get promotion. Right guys, I will catch you later.